Hello, and I'd like to welcome you all once again to the old schoolhouse here in the hamlet of Butterstone for another one of our wee Saturday night half hours. This is number 147. Can you believe it? We'll have to have a wee party when we get to 150. Anyway, and that's not that far away now. I spent the last couple of weeks up on that west coast of the island of Lewis, and I just got back down, and it's been brilliant. I'd like to welcome to the stage the wonderful Tatty Faces who are going to be accompanying me tonight. And I'm quite happy there hasn't seemed to be big parties while I was away. You know, there's no beer cans or that line about like there was the last time. I did notice that some of the equipment was all fiddled with, and I don't know whether they've been doing their own live streams. I don't know. They've got a wee kind of guilty kind of thing going on. Anyway, Lewis up in Newegg, it's an amazing part of the world, and I thought I would start with this wee song which I wrote up there. And the reason I've been going up there for about 30 years now, and the reason I started going up there is because I grew up with the Gaelic family. My grandparents were Gaelic speakers, and I wanted to spend some time. 30-odd years ago, that wee community up there was one of the last places that was a completely kind of Gaelic-speaking community. And it was very important for me to kind of make kind of connection. Although my family aren't from Lewis, they're from Mull, actually. It was important for me to kind of hook up with that and to kind of understand a little bit of the stuff that was around when I was growing up. And anyway, so I'll start off with this wee song. Now, those of you who've been watching will know that we met one of the Tatty Faces up there, Murdo Tatty Face. And it was great crack. And I was asking them because they're Mr. Tatty Faces and Duncan's brother, and I was asking them why they'd never told me about him. And it turns out that there had been some kind of fallout 2 or 3 years ago about a croft or something. But they were all trying to make up, and I think they're a wee bit disappointed that he didn't come back down with us. We did see him on the ferry, though. He was heading to the Black Isle Show, which is like an agricultural show. Enough of that stuff. So here's the song. Oh yeah, and I've got the request here. This is for Stuart. This is for Derek Granger in Melbourne in Australia. I have been strengthened, mere distant sun. You fill my sails with winds to move me on, and on the swell of the great Atlantic Sea I find forgotten roots to steady me. And now I can be free within these winds of change. It widely comes to me, unfolding endlessly. I have been opened, me the restless one. You give me paths of rock to walk upon, and in the shelter of the drainage sand, you give me gentle shores on which to land. And now I can be free within these winds of change. It widely comes to me, unfolding endlessly. When island signs meet with others from the shore, we sail through channels of the Hebridean night. We turn her head round, sailing out of sight. And now I can be free within these winds of change. It widely comes to me, unfolding endlessly. And now I can be free within these winds of change. It widely comes to me, unfolding. Thank you very much, and that's my wee song, Distant Sun, and about discovering Uig up in Lewis. And there's a wee, on the last verse there it says, when island signs meet with others from the shore. Well, I've told this story before, but it's interesting because Finn's brother Willie took us out in an old wooden boat one time, me and a couple of guys that were up there, and there's a reef out on the water as you go out to the ocean. And I was at the front of the rowing boat, and I was looking over, and he says, there's a reef out here, you should see it just about now. And as he did that, the reef just appeared. And he explained that if you lined up the little bird on the shore with a rock on one of the other little islands, and then if you made a line with the other island away out at sea with the side of the hill or whatever it was, when you got to these positions exactly, then you knew you were over the top of the reef. And that's how the old folks managed to know where all the reefs were, and that they were good for fishing, and that's why they knew that, and the fish would gather there. So I'm going to do this wee song, which. It's really nice to be back with the Tatty Faces, actually. I'm really enjoying their accompaniment, you know. I really missed them up on Lewis, you know. It was kind of, a very naked kind of musical experience. And this is another request. I pulled out a couple of requests out of Duncan's hat. And this is a song called Child of This Place, and it was for Roger Wilding in Edinburgh in Scotland. And we'll try to go. See how we go on. This is a more local song from around here in Perthshire. And the Global Choir, if you know this song, you can probably join in with the chorus of this, you know. Just help yourselves. I'm a child of this place, just a child of this place, and it is burned into this weathered face, and the dreams that fill these eyes, yes, the dreams that fill these eyes shine from Perthshire's wild and wondrous skies. And I work the great fields that stretch across Strathmore, just like my father, through the seasons I surely understand my very soul grows strong, this fine and fertile land. I'm a child of this place, just a child of this place, and it is burned into this weathered face. And the dreams that fill these eyes, yes, the dreams that fill these eyes, shine from Perthshire's wild, wondrous skies. And I work the hillsides, the stretch above the Tay, in morning darkness to the final light of day. And with the curlew's dusk enchanted song, I find the reasons to keep gently moving on. I'm a child of this place, just a child of this place, and it is burned into this weathered face. And the dreams that fill these eyes, yes, the dreams that fill these eyes, shine from Perthshire's wild and wondrous skies. There are those who have to say that only a fool would come this way, but I don't hear them, I'm not listening when I'm holding you. So shut the curtain, dim the light. I've traveled far this weary night, but I don't hear the world outside when I'm holding you. I'm a child Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And that's my wee song, Child of This Place. And it's all about around about here. This is where I grew up, for those of you who have just tuned in and haven't seen this. And we're actually, for those of you who have just tuned in, we're actually in the old one-room village school. This was the school that all the country kids came to from all around here in this part of Perthshire. And it's actually the first school I went to. And my father went to school in here in the 1930s. And then about 40-odd years ago, I was lucky enough to buy it and turn it into a kind of recording studio. Now we film in here, and it's fantastic. And it's a place where the global choir meet every weekend, which is brilliant. This is a wee song now with a chorus, which I'm going to teach you all to sing. And we've done this one before, but I was grabbing another guitar. I got so many requests for this that I thought I would do it again. And it's a song I wrote I wrote it in Lethbridge in Canada. And I don't know if you've ever been there. It's an amazing place up there. And I wrote it after being taken to visit a place called Head Smashed In, which was actually a place where the North American Indians had used as a way of killing lots of buffalo all at the one time. And it was actually a huge sort of 200-meter cliff. And what would happen is that because a buffalo is a very difficult thing to catch, it's a very difficult thing to kill, and the native people of that part of Canada needed to get buffaloes for all kinds of reasons. So they invented this way where they'd make this kind of funnel of sticks and things and stones up to the edge that would funnel up to the edge of the cliff, and then they would stampede the buffalo, and the buffalo would run. And because of the optical illusion of being the plains and then the cliff and then the plains, the buffaloes would just run over the edge, and they would be able to kill hundreds all at the one time. And so the rest of them would be down at the bottom of the cliff with their knives and things like that, and doing what they do to buffaloes and skinning them and doing all that kind of stuff. And when I was there, there's now a big visitor centre, but when I was there was something like, I can't remember, it was 20 metres of bones at the bottom. There was this kind of knoll at the bottom of the cliff. It's kind of hell. And the archaeologists worked out that the Native American Indians had been killing buffaloes there for something ridiculous, like 40,000 years or something. It was incredible. And I had this friend who I met who showed me, he pulled out this, I was staying with him, and he pulled out this shoebox, and it was full of flint arrowheads. And he said that when he was a kid, they used to go out just for something to do, and they'd dig a hole down into this pile of bones, and they'd find the arrowheads all stuck in the bones and things like that. And so it was brilliant. And I just got to do a wee bit of change of tuning here. And anyway, it was called Head Smashed In. And I think that was more to do with the fact that the story that I read when I was up there was that one young brave had decided to show how sort of courageous he was, and he would stand at the bottom of the cliff as the buffaloes came over. But of course, once they start coming over, because all the buffaloes are pushing, there's no way they can stop them, and I think he got squashed against the cliff. So what you sing, this is for the global choir, you sing, buffalo jump, feel the thunder, buffalo jump across the plains, buffalo jump, kill the hunger, crashing over the cliffs of pain. Okay, buffalo jump, feel the thunder, buffalo jump across the plains, buffalo jump, kill the hunger, crashing over the cliffs of pain. And let's see if we can get a wee kind of global vibe going. I might do the chorus a couple of times before I start the song. How would we do that? Just the kind of thing that we do, isn't it? A good idea, Mr. Titus? Yeah. Okay. This is what you say. Buffalo jump, feel the thunder. Buffalo jump across the plains. Buffalo jump, kill the hunger, crashing over the cliffs of pain. I think I might put it up one. It's a wee bit low. Buffalo jump, feel the thunder, buffalo jump crashing over the cliffs of pain. Buffalo jump, feel the thunder. Buffalo jump across the plains. Buffalo jump, kill the hunger, crashing over the cliffs of pain. You got it? Everybody got it? Okay. I'm a child of the great Cree nation. See me, I'm my father's son. We live by the great bull. See me, I'm the wild one. This morning we are ready to show the buffalo our knives. And by the red of sunset, we'll have relieved them of their lives. Buffalo jump, feel the thunder. Buffalo jump across the plains. Buffalo jump, kill the hunger, crashing over the cliffs of pain. Buffalo jump, feel the thunder. Buffalo jump across the plains. Buffalo jump, kill the hunger, crashing over the cliffs of pain. Oh, the beast has well been gathered. We could have had 1,000 more. We'll run them to the edge. They'll tumble out through death's dark door. Soon the blood will flow like water through the sun-bleached ancient bone. It will revive this dusty land on which our seeds of life are thrown. Buffalo jump, feel the thunder. Buffalo jump across the plains. Buffalo jump, kill the hunger, crashing over the cliffs of pain. Buffalo jump, give it a bit louder. Feel the thunder. Buffalo jump across the plains. Buffalo jump, kill the hunger, crashing over the cliffs of pain. It's the way you sing it on your own. So have a wee mouthful of whatever refreshment you have handy, your wee glass of wine or your wee dram or whatever you've got, and we'll get a bit of a global vibe going. Get one, Buffalo. Fantastic. What do you think of that, Mr. Typhus? Isn't that fantastic? It's absolutely. So, we'll do that again. Maybe harmony or I am the bravest, I'm the strongest of us all. I'll stand beside the river's edge and watch the great black water fall. I'm a child of the great Cree nation. See me, I'm my father's son. We live by the great bull. See me, I'm the wild one. Buffalo jump, feel the thunder. Buffalo jump across the plains. Buffalo jump, kill the hunger, crashing over the cliffs of pain. Buffalo jump, last time. Feel the thunder. Buffalo jump across the plains. Buffalo jump, kill the hunger, crashing over the cliffs of pain. Crashing over the cliffs of pain. Crashing over the cliffs of pain. Well done, that was fantastic. I was getting a really good vibe here in the Butterstone, in the old school house. That's the Global Choir giving it loudly in their kitchens or wherever, or in your car or wherever you are. And I think that's quite incredible that we can do that from this old school here. Anyway, so there's just me and Jenny in the old school tonight, and so you might have heard her singing away up the back. And so we're going to do this song, and we'll keep the choruses going. This is another song with a chorus. I write lots of songs with choruses. I don't know what it is about it, but I like a song with a chorus. I like the idea that songs are sort of, because lots of the older songs all had a kind of chorus in them for the company to join in with. You know, it wasn't some kind of ego thing that you did the song and just to be listened to. The song always had a kind of a chorus or something like that, a refrain for the company to be part of the song, which I think is really important. And this is a wee song which I wrote. This was it started off. I was doing a tour in America. We were traveling to Charlotte, and my late dear friend Gordon Duncan, the wonderful bagpipe player, he was on the tour, and we were traveling. Gordon played a lot of whistles on some of my early records, and anyway, we were traveling, and we were in the back of this van, sitting on the amplifiers, and it was miles along sort of freeways and things, and he had the beginning of a little tune that he was writing on the whistle, and he was stuck. He couldn't get a second part for it, and so we were all playing. But I got my fiddle out, and I made a second part to it, and then later on, I turned it into a wee song, and because when we got to Charlotte, we were exhausted, and we pulled in somewhere, and I've told this story before, but it's quite funny, and we were desperate for a cup of tea, you know, and so we ordered up a whole bunch of tea, and it was called a Long Island iced tea. It was about 40 degrees as well, but we didn't realize that it was nothing to do with tea. It had nothing to do with tea at all. It was a big glass full of a shot of every white spirit with umbrellas and vegetables and things stuck in it. And we became quite. We loved the Long Island iced teas, and we consumed a number of them on that trip. Anyway, I thought I would do that. So I thought I would do this wee song, and the chorus is easy. And you sing, and we'll drink to the wild ones, to the laughter of the child ones, to the ones who have broken away, and we'll drink for their pleasure another Long Island measure. I can hear the tatty faces making a noise behind me going, what's that? Oh, a Long Island iced tea? You fancy? I'll have to make a few for them, because the kind of eyes have all kind of perked up when I mentioned that. So we'll drink to the wild ones, to the laughter of the child ones, to the ones who have broken away, and we'll drink for their pleasure another Long Island measure and fall into another new day. And Charlotte's a very interesting place, and I remember we did a show there. I wrote a fiddle tune that was used in the movie called The Last of the Mohicans. I didn't know that at the time, but I was doing a concert, and I remember going to the bar afterwards, and all of a sudden the bar filled up with all these guys with Mohicans, and they were all you know, in their gear, and I was going, what the name of the man's going on here? Turned out that they were filming the scene that my fiddle tune would eventually be used in, just down the road somewhere at some waterfall. Anyway, that was just a little thing that came into my head there. So this is for my late dear friend Gordy, you know. From Blair and Athol to Carolina's green and gold, this way has found us for time to come and for time that's growing old. For the days roll around us, and we'll drink to the wild ones, to the laughter of the child ones, to the ones who have broken away, and we'll drink for their pleasure another Long Island measure, and fall into another new day. And I forgot to put my guitar mic on. Take two. You're supposed to remind me, Mr. Typhus. From Blaine and Athol to Carolina's green and gold, this way has found us. For time to come and for time that's growing old, for the days all around us, and we'll drink to the wild ones, to the laughter of the child ones, to the ones who have broken away, and we'll drink for their pleasure another Long Island measure, and fall into another new day. We wait for no one, we're howling at the moon. With heads on fire, we will turn another tune until dawn's restoration, and we'll drink to the wild ones, to the laughter of the child ones, to the ones who have broken away, and we'll drink for their pleasure another Long Island measure, and fall into another new day. We may be lost, we maybe can't stand still long enough to believe it, but we share the cost, and we'll wander on until, oh, it's our time to leave it. We'll drink to the wild ones, to the laughter of the child ones, to the ones who have broken away, and we'll drink Thank you very much. And that's me and Goddy's wee song, Charlotte. And that brings us to the end of this wee half hour. I'm kind of weary tonight. It's because I've done a lot of driving and pulling trailers and things like that, and boats around and that. But we're back here now. And so all I've got to do now, I don't have a Long Island iced tea, but I have my wee glass of Nigel's port. And all that's left to me do is hope that you're all looking after each other, and that you're all staying cheery. The summer fairy puts a skip in your step, you know, and everybody's sort of moving around now. And Jenny's passing me a couple of these last couple of songs were requested. Buffalo Jump was requested for Jazz Newhall from Maine, Carl Stevick Williamson from Swarthmore, Pennsylvania, and Mark Gibbs from Jasper in Alabama. There's a real mixture of folk. But I hope I got that right. I think it was the Cree, actually. When I wrote the song, I asked people up in that part who would have been the tribe that was around it. And that last wee song was for Sherry Keith from Dayton Beach, Florida. Boy, I bet it's hot in Dayton Beach, in Florida. But Sherry's a regular, and that last song was for her. And so leave us a wee message so that we know where you're watching from. That's great. It's always great for us because it's from all over the world, and it's nice for everybody else to kind of see. So wherever you're watching from, and if you've enjoyed it, just leave a wee message and leave a wee just a couple of words to say where you're watching from, and that would be great. And so I hope you're all looking after each other, staying cheery, smiling like a tatty face, and I'll see you next week. Now, next week's going to be on the Friday night because I've got a concert on the Saturday night down in the Brunton Theatre in Edinburgh as part of the Edinburgh Festival. So I've got a real live concert next week. So our wee show will be on the Friday night, same time, but on Friday night. So hope you enjoyed that wee half hour, and I'll see you next week. And Aikava and toodaloo now.